Good morning. 7:55. It's actually morning. That's what happens when you skip the bull squeezins and get right to business. Now, it says up church there because we're going to come over and clarify some of our triggered comments from the other day, but mostly I was, Julia, your name could have replaced Brenda. That's not to make Brenda feel bad. Could have been Robert, could have been Mike or Crusader, Pam. There's people that go all the way back. Name upon name, it just so happens the algorithm been feeding Brenda's comments to me, and I'd been on top of them. I have a little bit of guilt because I power-hearted everything. I had comments from up to 9 months ago that I didn't even know I had because I'm positive I cleared it up this year around the first of the year. So having comments 9 months old kind of reminded me how much they hide. But Julia, you're right there with it. The game is very ugly. Yeah. Because you're supposed to buy views. You're supposed to manipulate the algorithm. If you want yours, you got to go get it. And the main reason we have this young man listed.
I'll tell you this, if I was going broke, it wouldn't matter. Because I've already been broke before. I was happier broke. To be real.
Now, there's comments that don't believe him. Or comments with their hand out. And I think about this because for 4 years it could have sold out at any point. Jumped on the titles, the thumbnails. I know I push enough buttons that I'd rile up the other side for the hate clicks. I've said this for a long time, 4 years here and there. This is not the first time I brought this up. But like myself, I can't fast track any success because it turns out I function at this level. If I was meant for massive success, I would have already got it. It turns out wanting it is the first thing. Later in this video mentions what success means to him, I think. And me playing with my cat in the middle of the reaction is the evidence what means the most to me. You think I care if my cat interrupts this bullshit session? Of course not. The cat matters. This is for entertainment purposes only. And I think it's funny how seriously so many people take things. And I've been clear from the start. Upchurch following me, giving me a couple comments, made me the richest reactor there ever was. I succeeded within the first couple months. I was still on potato vision. And not, get the fuck off my shit, you rambling idiot. This is like actual respect level comments. Nothing more. Because I can't search that shit out. I don't believe in it. I'm not prepared to talk to a famous person or someone out there in the mainstream. Not mainstream, but, I would like to ask him about this big gas plant getting built in Cheatham County, though. I heard John Rich was talking about it. This is on my X feed. But they were interviewing some folks from Cheatham. And I just saw the Cheatham in the title. And I'm like, being I drive through twice a year now. And, the resident there. I noticed it. I'd ask him about that. I'd wonder if it's got the same sort of feelings as the hog processing plant has up here. Every third house has got a sign saying, hey, protect our water. Screw your jobs. I don't want to be poisoned so you could get some pig. Not that I got anything against pig. I find bacon to be incredibly good. Bacon. But I'm just saying, I wonder if it plays the same way. And that's what I'd ask him about, right? Fuck music and all this other stuff. That's Yeah, it's just the job. I hear comments like this and I go, well, that's why I respect the dude because I think he's like a real person. I think he's a goofball. But then, so, the fuck does that matter?
Plus, let's just call a spade a spade. Davy Crockett.
Oh, yeah. Davy Crockett got a nice driveway. I was sort of jelly. And then it turns out I don't actually respect Jelly Roll no more. He came up at work, and it turns out since he's really blown up, everybody's not as they're like the dude's everywhere, and I'm like, I know. I think he sang a Metallica song at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know. Do your handlers make you do that, or do you want to do that? Because honestly, what's weird is Jelly Roll blowing up feels like that Simpsons episode where Homer bowls a perfect game, and he milks out his success. I'm not saying Jelly isn't awesome. I made good music. I got kick-ass reactions on the channel for that shit. But consistency. I guess I'm going to go with weird consistency, a little more humble financial rhetoric and family-based statements before I go with, get yours. Everyone, let's get to the top. I don't know if you have to be at the top. And it's coming full circle over from I'd rather have one real Brenda than 1,000 fake bots. Julia, you think you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it'd be a rambling mess over here, and sometimes I can trail off and just lose it, like lose a whole point. It happens. But I don't think I faked it. I think even when I step over a line, I can respect someone having a Memorial Day sale and donating the proceeds to charity. I'm not saying that's not noble, but the Bernays-esque hearts and minds manipulation for your sale, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have to respect that shit no more. Because I think just like over on the Upchurch, there's so many greedy assholes who think about being rich and powerful, and if you don't say what the cult's all up in his shit. They are so real. And I guess that's my point, Julia, is I appreciate you for being a real person along for the ride instead of this cult of personality battle going on down here. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, I used to like this. I used to like that. I don't know. He's still saying the same shit that I heard him say when I started. A lot of other people seem to be wanting success. And, I don't know, the attention, maybe. Oh, see how they say that the other way around? Oh, what a thumbnail. That probably gets some click views. I'm not a big fan of all that, and I don't actually really care. Like I said, I believe the underground independent artist that I think he is still high on my level. So we're gonna stay siding over here. We're gonna keep appreciating the real subscribers, and I did hate to power hard everything, but I needed to clear it up, and I think we have nothing but weird. So then where did these come from? Oh, just since we started. Okay. Oh yeah, no, that Nemo was cool. I think of yeah. Well, Brenda, we put them on the channel quite a bit. We should check out this other clip. Oh, I don't got IG. Yeah, see, I don't have an Instagram account, and it turns out I'm probably not going to start one today. But very cool. If you have one, it looks like you can go over to Mayu's Hope I said that right. Instagram account for a 2:30-minute clip. Her singing this at home with translation and all. Absolute bonkers performance. Very cool. I'm just thank you, Upchurch, for continuing to inspire me to take what I feel to be is the high road, and that's it. I don't ever feel grifty and low when I listen to or reflect on Upchurch and his music and his influence in my personal life. A lot of other Tom. It'd been love hate since the start because I think he's wishy washy and basically repetitive. And others like I tried to get into the whole country rap scene, but every other video was like some horror. Sorry, I'm not trying to, if you're comfortable with your shit hanging out and you shaking it in front of a bunch of dudes that will get drunk enough to rape you, do your thing. Who am I to stop you? I work at a bar where that activity takes place. I know. Okay, cool. But I don't have to enjoy it in my music, especially in my videos. Too many rims, lift kits, and booty shorts sort of ruin the whole genre for me. Because it's like maybe selling ass and selling views and selling out was the whole point. And I'll go with whatever the cult wants to call this cat, but I just don't get that feeling ever. And that's it. And then ending with the family, Ange was just like, "Aw," and we were just like, "Aw." And we're not chasing artists and happy birthdays and love to you and belated this and that, but Ange was down in the comments doing that. So Auntie Angie still got his Creek Squad through and through. I find my life to be a lot more difficult than to have allegiances and to be able to just take a side. I can't just put on one set of colors, right? I just can't. That's not the job. I'm not here to join any cult of personality or organization. I'm here to point out the fact that the cult exists. And maybe we should take it down one admission at a time. Shine a little light on it all. But everyone, you do you. If you're a hater on our boy Upchurch here, Ange and I just think he's the best. And that I had to on the statement. Is why I felt so shitty with that one video with Tom McDonald, right? Because it just felt grifty. It felt like its only intention is to drum up sales, even if those sales are for donation. The fact that you get people buying your shit seemed to have been the most important part. And I like different ideas influencing me. I go with Davy Crockett there. And let's move on to reactions. Later.